Confidence is not going to get you where you want to be in life. What you need is performance. I see a lot of men thinking that confidence is everything, and I hear this a lot. When I was teaching dating and self-development, I would hear from a lot of my clients, I just need to be more confident. I just need to be more confident. And I would hear that over and over again. But the truth is that confidence in itself isn't really going to get you where you need to be. And things like business, money success, dating success, working on your mindset, working on your health, your fitness, confidence is not the primary skill set that you actually need. Confidence, to be honest, is not even a skill set in its own. Confidence is a state of mind. Relying on confidence will actually limit your ability to achieve freedom, and this is a fact. If you rely on confidence and say, in order for me to achieve X result, I need to be confident first before I can achieve that result, or I can take this action, or I can work on myself, you're always going to be limiting yourself. The reason is because confidence is an arbitrary metric that's largely out of your control. You don't really have control over how much confidence you have. You can't just snap into being a more confident person overnight. You can't measure it, you can't quantify it, or directly learn confidence. Confidence is something that is acquired over time, which I'm going to share more with you here. There are certain skills that are adjacent, they're parallel to building confidence, and these skills are actually very helpful, but the confidence in itself is not something that you directly learn. Confidence is something that's acquired over time. And confidence really is a product of two things. It's a product of performance and it's a product of results. One of my old mentors, Owen Cook, would always say proof over promises. And he founded a dating coaching company called RSD back in the day. And he would always say that instead of you waiting for promising yourself or waiting for promises that you're going to be getting results in life, or promising yourself that you're confident, or saying, I can do this, instead, get the proof first, and then the promises will come. The belief systems will all come when you get the proof that you can do X, whatever it is. You can gain weight and get strong, or you can lose weight, or you can make more money, or you can start a business and be really successful, or you can date that attractive girl, or have a couple dating options. Go out and get the proof that those things are real instead of just relying on confidence. And in this video, we're going to break down alternatives to just confidence, specifically 3 traits that winners have that are going to actually change everything for you. There's 3 alternatives to relying on confidence that are way more effective than just having confidence. These traits or these alternatives, I should say, are very, very effective in you actually becoming completely successful in every single aspect of your life. These 3 alternative paths, instead of just trying to be someone who's confident, is number 1, performance, number 2, optimization, and number 3, consistency. Okay, performance, optimization, and consistency. Let's go ahead and run through them. So performance means how well you actually execute. When you show up and take on tasks in your day-to-day, or you show up and you go to achieve certain goals, how well do you execute those goals? Do you perform at a high level? Are you able to get what you want in life because of the way you perform? Instead of relying on confidence, what you want to do instead is work on the skills within the result that you would like to acquire. As an example, I learned this in dating many years ago, and this led to me dating beautiful women all over the world. Instead of me trying to date women by saying, I'm going to be more confident, and saying, I'm going to work on my confidence, and once I'm confident, then I can go approach that beautiful woman without having anxiety or fear. Instead, when I didn't feel confident, that was when I took the action. And because I learned how to take action when I wasn't confident, that made me better with women overall and able to attract the women that I wanted. It was the same thing in business and sales, leading to me earning 6 figures per year. Instead of me just saying, I need to feel confident enough to have everything lined up to start the business, doing meditations and confidence exercise and confidence rituals, I took action. And because I took action, aggressive action, I begin to perform better. What happens is performance comes down to learning the underlying processes and mechanisms of any given skill set. That's what performance is. So if you want to be good at playing basketball, you have to perform, which means you have to shoot well. If you want to be good at running a business, you have to understand sales, you have to understand marketing, you have to understand systems and processes. This is what performance is. It comes down to learning the underlying processes and mechanisms of any given skill. And the good thing about performance is that it doesn't require confidence. You don't actually need to be a very confident person to be able to perform in any given skill. An example of this is sales. I've been a sales consultant for a very long time, and I've worked with businesses as a high-ticket sales consultant, and I've trained business owners on how to make their sales work better and how to work on their sales process. When I first started doing selling, when I started selling my own offers as a dating and self-development coach, I didn't feel confident when I was selling those things. However, I did know that I could perform if people bought my services. I knew that I'd perform, and I knew I was good. I knew that I could help someone achieve their goals when it came to relationships, or when it came to dating, or when it came to them building their dream lifestyle. However, I wasn't confident in the sales aspect, but I did know how to perform. And one of my first mentors, Pierre, he taught me a process for how to invite people into what I was doing and into my program. And as a result of me understanding how to perform, I was able to attract clients. So repeating certain processes, this is the performance. Repeating processes and then executing them to get a result, that is performance. And performance is what is going to take you farther than just having confidence alone. The second stage, the second alternative to just confidence, is optimization. Optimization is developing a system. So once you understand how to perform, you need to work on developing the craft at a high level. And it's not just where you show up and perform at a high level, but it's where you actually know how to do it really, really well, and you can develop the craft at a very high level, almost where it becomes muscle memory, where you don't have to think about it. This is what optimization is, or where you place systems in place that make it easier for you to perform the task, that make it easier for you to execute at a high level. Optimization allows you to buy back your time within the skill that you practice, and that's why I love optimization so much. I'll give you some examples. Let's say we use dating. At the beginning of dating, when you're just performing, maybe you're going to go out and talk to a lot of girls and work on putting yourself out there at the very beginning. But then later, once you learn how to optimize, what changes? You do less approaches, you have to put in less effort, but you still get the same number of dates, and maybe the women that you're talking to, that you're attracting, are even more high quality than before. That's an example of optimization in dating. Or let's say sales. You're okay at sales, you know how to get someone from being on the phone to ending up investing in some kind of program or buying some kind of product or getting some kind of offer. But when you optimize your sales process, you spend less time on calls and you close the calls at a way higher rate. That's an example of optimization. And then we have lifestyle. Lifestyle is building an efficient morning routine and workflow. This is another example of how you optimize your lifestyle. Instead of you just saying, I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to work hard and I'm going to perform, you build a really good routine. A lot of professional athletes will do this, where the first level is, I'm really good at my sport. Okay, I'm really good at my sport and I eat healthy. But optimizing is, maybe I hire a chef, or I hire a trainer, someone that I invest in who's going to make it easier for me to perform these tasks at a very high level without sacrificing my time. Optimization is a really, really important part of the process, and it is outside of confidence. You don't need to be very confident to optimize. You don't need to feel good to optimize. You don't need to be in the best headspace and ready to crush it and ready to take the day just to optimize. So optimization comes after performance. What you want to do is build out systems for getting good and creating success. You don't just want to perform well, but you want to optimize the performance and buy back your time. This is how you're going to thrive. The third part of this process, which is one of my favorite parts, and I think it's the most important part actually, it's consistency. Consistency means that you keep showing up. You have to keep showing up. There's a quote that I like from Jordan Belfort, the sales guy from Wolf of Wall Street. He says that consistency is what transforms average into excellence. And I think that's such a really powerful statement, because you have a lot of people that are performing. You have a lot of people that might have things optimized, but they may not be consistent. What I've seen is in my businesses, in my dating life, in my self-development journey, my self-improvement journey as a man, the times where I've always risen above my peers, where I've risen above my competition, where I've made the most money, where I've dated the most attractive women, where I've had the best options in my life, where I've done the most exciting things, the things that have taken me the furthest in my life, it was always when I stayed consistent. The times where I wasn't consistent, where I was up and down, that's when my finances struggled. That's when I found myself dating girls that I wasn't really attracted to, right? That the consistency is what's going to fuel you forward. Those who are consistent are going to always do better than those who just perform well and maybe those who optimize. If you're consistent and you don't stop, you're going to get results. And if you keep on doing the same behaviors over and over that lead to your success without interruption, which is consistency, you're going to be able to get to the next level with your lifestyle results. Here's something that I want you to remember. It's really key, and if you take anything away from this video, please listen to this. To get the life that you want, you don't need to be confident. You need to be consistent. This This is huge. This is key. Some of the top performers in different areas of life don't start with confidence. Many of them don't. Many of them don't know what's next. Many of them don't have the answers to everything. Many of them are just taking a shot in the dark, trying to get results for themselves, for their families, trying to build a business, trying to grow as men. But you don't need confidence. You need to be consistent. You need to learn the skill and be able to execute on it at a basic level, which is perform. You need to optimize it, which means make it easier for you to do that skill and get better at it. A lot of times the optimization happens when you invest in mentors, when you invest in accountability, and then you need to stay consistent, which means you can't give up. There's going to be highs and lows, but you can't quit. Consistency is the difference between talent and skill and getting actual results. You take the biggest podcaster in the world, Joe Rogan. Do you know how many episodes Joe Rogan's had as of today when I wrote the script for this video? 2,276 episodes from Joe Rogan. Kobe Bryant, world-class Hall of Fame basketball player, RIP Kobe, one of the greatest of all time. Training for 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, 6 months a year in the off season. That's not even when there were games and team practices. That's off season when the NBA season, the basketball season wasn't happening. Elon Musk, another one. He's been documented to work sometimes up to 100 hours a week. And he's had many failed businesses, but he keeps coming back. Some of the biggest YouTubers in the world, some of the people who perform the best, the people who lead the world, the people who make the biggest impact in the world, who have exceptional lives and who make an exceptional mark on the world, they are men who are consistent. So consistency is everything, and it's the third piece in this puzzle to take you outside of relying on confidence, which is really not that important, to be honest. You earn it over time. But when you can perform, when you can optimize, and when you can be consistent, you are going to get results. So if you want to be successful, you need to stop overrating your confidence. It's just that simple. Confidence is something that you earn over time. It's not the most important thing. And if you're treating it like it's the most important thing and you're trying to work on your confidence before taking action, you, my friend, are making a big fucking mistake and you need to change. Instead, what you want to master is performance, which is executing and doing things well. Optimization, which is creating a system and learning the nuances of how to perform better. And then we have consistency, which is don't stop. Confidence is going to come to you over time. It will, trust me. When you're getting results, confidence is going to come because you're going to realize, oh, hey, I'm actually good at what I do. I would see it with dating clients all the time, and I see it with sales clients. I see it when I'm selling. I see that the more effort I put into something and the more I see positive patterns, the more the confidence shows up. Confidence will come over time, but you shouldn't use confidence as your primary focus of self-development, meaning I need to be confident before I can take action. This is something that I firmly believe in, and I've seen in my own life, I've seen in the lives of my clients, I see it in my own personal performance, and I'm giving it to you here. If this landed for you, if you learned from this, there's two things you can do. One, subscribe so that you can see more of my stuff, because we're about to begin this journey, because I'm a very, very consistent person, and I'm going to be posting a lot of content on this channel for you to learn from about lifestyle mastery, about mindset, about general confidence and growth. And then if you want to connect with me as well, you can send me a message on Instagram. I'd be happy to connect. My IG is oxy.tim, oxy.tim. Send me a message letting me know you came from YouTube, and we'll chat and see what's going on. Take care.